Good evening. Welcome to another exciting edition of So Into Bourbon. I'm Glenn. This is Charlie. As always, Charlie, we've got another great expression from New Riff on the bar tonight. Tell them about it.
Tonight, from New Riff, 8-year-old Kentucky Straight Rye.
Okay, so New Riff, 8-year Kentucky Straight Rye.
Sold. Let's go.
So, a couple things about this bottle before we get into it. This is, so their standard rye is a 4-year bottled in bond.
Right.
So this is 8-year, also bottled in bond, 100 proof, obviously.
Mashbill.
95.5.
Love it.
$69.99.
So cheap.
$65.87 if you go to the distillery and take a tour.
Find me another 8-year age-stated, bottled in bond, Kentucky Straight Rye for $70.
And a lot of people may think that, oh, it's a 95.5 8-year rye, it must be MGP. No. It's theirs.
It's theirs.
Although their distillers learned the black arts of the hardest whiskey in the world to make, according to them, the famed 95% rye, under the direct tutelage of the distiller who mastered it in Indiana, Larry Ebersold of Seagrams, aka MGP.
Mr. MGP. And if you don't know about Larry Ebersold, you should, because most of the things that you love were influenced by him one way or the other. So
absolutely. So they added a malted rye, and
God, I'm so excited for this. Do we like 95.5?
So did you hear what I just said?
A malted rye? What'd you say?
So usually a 95.5 is 95 rye, 5% barley, right?
Yeah.
This is 95% rye, 5% malted rye.
It's a super
So it's 100%.
It's 100% rye.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he fooled me. Because he said 95.5, and I'm like, oh, 95% rye and 5% barley or whatever. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Color is
beautiful.
Yeah, almost an orange hue to it. Very nice. 100, obviously it's bottled in bond, so it's 100 proof.
Very nice viscosity. It looks like it.
Yeah, pretty oily for 100 proof. Let's nose it.
Very
tame. It's very tame.
It's a nice, pleasant nose.
Yeah, I was expecting a little more rye spice, if I'm honest.
Well, I think the 100. We've drank a lot of 95.5s that are pretty highly proof.
But still, 100% rye in the mash bill.
It's a nice, pleasant nose. It doesn't have that super,
dare I say,
spearmint note.
Dare I say more of a bourbon nose?
Yeah, I would agree.
Than a rye nose, which intrigues me even more.
But just enough. It's got all the, to me, it's got all the pleasant rye notes on the nose.
There's a little bit of spice coming through now. This is a fresh pop, so we'll give it a minute.
It's starting to come through a little bit.
All right, let's just drink it and see what it drinks like.
Let's see.
That's what we do here.
Cheers.
New Riff.
To me, that's unlike any 95.5 rye I've ever had, which it kind of is because it's 5% malted rye instead of malted barley.
If you ate an oatmeal cream pie and a peppermint patty at the same time. If you ate an oatmeal cream pie and a peppermint patty at the same time, that is exactly what this tastes. It is malty and sweet and chocolatey and spearminty. Fudge me running is that good.
Without any of those notes overwhelming the palate,
correct.
Right?
Sippable neat. I would, oh my gosh, in a cocktail, this would be just thunder in an old fashioned or something like that. But boy, is that nice.
Very unique. Very unique.
And super sippable at 100 proof. Great stats. So let's go through, you know, we all want bottles that check boxes, right? Is it affordable? Or do we feel like it's good value for the money? Is it unique? Is it drinkable? Yes, 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 and yes.
And I feel like, and I don't know, I'm not a master distiller, I'm not a master taster, but I feel like, I know that's shocking to find out. But
You're not?
I feel like that little 5% with the malted rye really makes a big difference.
I agree with you. You get that, that's where I get that kind of sweet oat like that sweet baked goods, like almost like a cookie. That's why I said oatmeal pie. It's really nice. And there, you mentioned that spearmint that you get, especially in the high rise. Now, that spearmint is typically reserved for the more aged rise. This is obviously up there because I'm really getting some of that, and it's really nice.
And that spearmint's there, and I love that spearmint. Like, I like that note. Some people find it off-putting. They don't like it. I like it. But I feel like it's there just enough to make you know you're drinking a rye and to make it interesting. And then I feel like it's rounded off. It's really rounded off with more of an earthy, malted chocolate note.
Yeah, it's not oaky.
No.
It's not oaky. The finish, if you were to be critical of it, you would say that it has kind of a short fuse finish. You know, you get these kind of flavors, and then you're kind of left with a little bit of spiciness, and then it kind of just, you know, fades away. It's not a ton of oak, but man, it's a really good pour.
Let me ask you this. Had I blinded you with this bottle, would you ever, in your wildest imagination, guess that this is a 95.5 Mashbill?
Probably not. I probably would have. I'd like to think that I'm good enough to be like, yeah, that's a rye, or at least a lot of rye in the Mashbill. I don't think I would have guessed a 95% rye and 5% malted rye. Great Mashbill, great age, great price, great bottle.
Great bottle. Let's rate it.
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first.
7.5. And I will tell you why. Because that has all the stuff. For the reasons I listed before, checking boxes, it checks those boxes.
I'm going to give it a 7.75, and here's why. I would give it an 8.
Oh.
Because of the uniqueness, the pleasantness of it, the price, the age. The only thing that's making me take a little bit off of that is because I feel like someone who really loves rye and loves that 95.5 smack you in the face rye Mashbill might not find this to be to their liking.
I am one of those people, and I like this fine.
Okay.
So that's all now, if you've watched any of our content, you know that I like most things that have alcohol in them. But I understand what you're saying. It is different. That 5% malted rye does change it, but I feel like for the better, because there is a lot, let's just be honest, there's a lot of 95.5 MGP on the market right now.
Yes, there is.
A lot.
And this separates itself.
You
know what? It's an 8 because of that.
Mic drop. Boom. New Riff. There you go.
All right. Hey, don't forget to check us out on socials. So Into Bourbon on Facebook and Instagram. Whiskey Realtor on TikTok. Check out the merch store.
Buy some shirts.
Buy some shirts. Buy some hats. Buy some golf towels. Buy some... Do we have So Into Bourbon vacuum cleaners yet, or is that still in the works?
Let us know in the comments if you'd like to see a So Into Bourbon vacuum cleaner.
All right. What else do they need to do, Charlie?
Did you say vacuum cleaners because they suck, just like us? You need to keep your wallets loose.
Our vacuum cleaners suck just as much as we do. And your bong hole's tight.
Good night, everybody.
Peace out.
Your palate cleansed after that palate-destroying chocolate attack, right?
Thanks for the reminder.
We don't know what we're doing, but we know we're doing
it really well.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Action. No.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't do that.
Not going to happen.
Let's do our little clappy thing.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my God. I read stuff without my glasses on this last time. It was pretty cool.
Tell me you're 49 without telling me you're 49.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.